Hi. So here's the current situation. It is, this is a live video also, sorry. So the other videos I posted, like the last five or so, were from the archives. There's this little channel I created when I still had the C's Beauty blog channel going. I made this other channel that was just CJ Fisher. And I would literally just put the phone on my dashboard and I would just kind of talk as I was driving to work. So all of those videos you saw were probably, well, I was still in Portland, so almost 3 years old, 2.5, 3 years old. So life update, current life update. I am in a little back house. Oh God, I should go even further back than that, 2.5 years. Okay, life update. Since 2.5 years. So I am in LA now, Hollywood. Not by choice necessarily, but my now fiance is here. His businesses are here. I was looking to make a life change anyway. God, should I do this in a better lighting? Okay, maybe I'll do this in better lighting. Give me a minute, I'll come back.
All right, so this is actually like 12 hours later. I kind of started telling you my life. God, I'm trying to figure out how I can sit down. My life update, and then I decided that I've done nothing since moving to LA, and I decided I'm going to go to the Getty. So that is a day in the life of how my fucking brain works. I just, yeah, so I've been here for 2.5 years. Anyways, let's get to that. So, life update. I am trying. Okay, wow. So I keep trying to film this and I keep getting calls and text and Zoom calls and all kinds of shit. So I don't even fucking know where I was. But basically, have been in LA for 2.5 years. Moved down here in November of 2020. Obviously, if you remember, I was working as a horse trainer. The last horse show that I worked was on, we got back from Oklahoma City on November 24th, I believe, if that's right. And then I drove down with my van, Preston, and Aaron, and moved down to Hollywood. Then I started working it took me from when I got down here, did some horse shows and stuff, and then officially started working as a kind of like a glorified notary. It's called a loan signing agent. So basically, whenever you buy, sell, refinance property anywhere, it can be a property anywhere in the country, but if you are here in LA, you meet with me. So we work for everybody and nobody. Most directly with title companies. So I drive all over LA. Through COVID, it was a really, really good job because as rates crashed, people were refinancing like crazy. Debt was super cheap to get. So we were doing a lot of refinances and like people purchasing multifamily homes, apartments, things like that. So it was crazy. I was doing like 10 appointments a day for about 8 months straight. Really, really wild. And then still doing horses, and I have investment horses on top of that because I worked as a professional horse trainer. So my goal is I'm going to be going back to being it's called an amateur. I feel like amateur has a weird connotation in the macro sense, but in horses, it just means you're a non-professional. So you can compete in horses, you're either a youth, which is under 18, an amateur, which just means anybody that's over 18 that's not a professional, or you're a professional. Those are the three categories. Obviously, kids show against kids, the amateur show against amateurs, and professional show against professionals. So in quarter horses, which is what I show, it's a 3-year waiting period where you cannot coach, help, get paid money for giving lessons, helping, training. Basically, you can't get paid to do anything with somebody else's horse. So I own other horses. I've been buying and selling horses. And I have one that will be my show horse starting next year. So officially it's technically November 25th of this year, but I'll start showing in January of next year. Let's see, what else? Have bought and sold some horses since then. Maybe 4 or 5 of them had some baby horses. We lost Preston in August 2021. It wasn't August 2021. We were down at the horse show in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was going the trip, going for the shows, had a horse that I was showing, and then one day he got up and looked really, really bad. He couldn't walk well. His hair was all up. He would get a little thin on horse show trips anyways. When we traveled, he didn't eat that well. But he was like especially sucked up this day. Went to Starbucks. He wouldn't eat his whipped cream. I got him like some turkey, just trying to get him to eat something. Didn't eat well, anything. We took him into the emergency vet, and first they thought he was just anemic, which was the best of all the options. And then it turns out he had a pretty aggressive cancerous tumor on his spleen. And it basically, in a matter of 3 days, it went from he was there with me to he was gone. It was horrible. I mean, it was probably one of the most traumatic things that I have gone through. We just moved into, we moved out of the condo that I moved down here. That was on the Walk of Fame, Walk of Stars, what do you want to call it? And we just moved because we were going to sell it or rent it. Moved into a back house. So my partner owns an Airbnb that has a front house, a little back house, and then a garage. We moved into the back house while we're getting that sold or rented. It just made sense, like, we can get that one rented or sold, and we could be here until gives us time to find the next house. And literally, as I was packing, Preston was the last thing that I had to move. He's in a little urn that I keep wrapped in a sweatshirt with his favorite toys. I keep it by my bedside. And as I was packing that, I burst out into tears. He was my child for 11 years. I mean, he went everywhere with me. So yeah, lost Preston, that was super hard. What else? I got my life insurance license beginning of this year. So I just thought I wanted to do something in addition, something more. So I became a life insurance broker. I'm really just getting started with that. I started doing it I got my licenses, and then I just haven't really done much with it, to be completely honest. We've gone on trips. We went to Norway. I've gone to horse shows, and then, to be completely honest, I've gotten quite a bit of debt. So, and this is an excuse. I know if you talk to other people, they're like, yeah, you can hustle, get up early, stay up late, rah, rah, rah. But to be completely honest, I just haven't. My dream would be I'll take dedicated days where I can call people and work on selling life insurance, but I don't want to take time off right now because it was really slow as mortgage rates increased. The housing market just basically crashed. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but when mortgage rates crashed, or when real estate is affected, because we work directly with real estate, our job went like this. So November of 2021, I was doing 10 appointments a day. November of 2022, we were getting about 1 appointment request every other day. And we work with everything that's Fidelity related. So they process something like all of their subsidiaries, everything under their umbrella processes like 85% of the loans in the country, or property sales in the country. So to say that we had basically a 100% decline in work, it was crazy. So I thought, okay, what the hell? Let me just look at getting my life insurance license. Not that hard. I got it. So if you're interested in life insurance, this is going to be my little sales pitch. If you need life insurance, shoot me a message, text, I guess. You can shoot me an Instagram message, put a comment here. I can give you my phone number, whatever. We could talk about life insurance. Or if you wanted to sell life insurance, if you also wanted to bring in additional income, I can get you set up with that as well. I could bring you in on my team. So that's a little pitch. So right now, it's April 16th, 2023. This is real life now. I'm trying to think of what else is new. I'm going to get married sometime in the next, call it, month. It's very informal. I was never somebody that really like dreamed of having this fairy tale wedding or really thought I would get married, to be completely honest. I don't like a lot of people, so the thought of being married to somebody didn't really seem to work with me. But yeah, we're going to get married sometime. We're going to go up to San Francisco, do it at the City Hall. It's actually a really beautiful building. So it'll be basically, we'll get married, just like sign the paper, do it at the City Hall, I guess. And then there's a really beautiful, it's called like the governor's balcony that we'll get pictures on. So it'll be super informal, really quick. And then we'll do some kind of like, I don't know if it'll be a party or a little gathering for everybody afterward. But that worked better for me. I really didn't want to do any major production. I don't know. I'm of the belief that weddings are for everyone else. They're not really for you. They're for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, whatever. And it's a lot of money to spend on something that lasts a few hours. And it's just, I don't like that kind of attention on me. I'd rather use that in buy a horse or do something else, buy some crypto or buy, I don't know, whatever, anything else, do something else with it. Also, if we're looking to buy a house, like I'd rather that money go into either a trip, make it a super cool trip, which I love to travel, or put it towards the house. Like I don't need a crazy wedding. Actually, I don't want a crazy wedding. I don't even not need it. I don't want it. So yeah, that's that. As I sit here, so we'll start looking for, sorry, I was just thinking my battery's dying. We'll start looking for a house as soon as, we're kind of looking now, but once the condo gets sold or rented, it's just, the condo being sold or rented, it's like, it's not necessarily a money thing, it's just more of there's a lot of moving parts, and we just need to get that off of the books in order to do some other stuff, so we don't have to end up getting a commercial loan or something like that. We can get a normal residential loan. At the time of filming this, Aaron, my fiance, he was in Hawaii. We have, I don't even want to say we have a house there. It's this little hut that he found. He uses ADHD like a superpower, and I found this really cool house on the Big Island that was this little shack that it had remodel permits, and we're going to be building it, rebuilding it, renovating it, I guess, because it's built. And we've had a lot of permitting issues there. Hawaii is a whole different animal when it comes to dealing with things. So that's been an uphill battle. If we can get it done, it's going to be amazing. But that's a big if, it seems like right now. And yeah, I don't. Obviously, there's a lot of other things in between there. The woman that I worked for, Shannon, that I worked for up in Oregon with the horses, she's down in Dallas now. So I am in Texas basically at the very least once a month. Yeah, I've got a couple horses down there, 3 right now. And yeah, that's kind of my life update, to be completely honest. Obviously, hair is still gray. Skin is still freaking out per usual. And I just decided that yesterday, I think I want to start filming some stuff again. Maybe even if it's just like this vloggy type thing that I find really fun. Like, I like the Trisha Paytas, put your phone up in the corner and just drive around and talk about shit. I kind of think that's fun. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Trying to think of if there's any other exciting things going on. I don't really think so. Living in Hollywood was a huge, weird change. Really weird. I've seen a lot of things. I don't find myself naive, and I've seen a lot of shit that I guess I never just expected to see. So that's been interesting. And it's been interesting living without a dog. It's been almost a year and a half now, and I don't anticipate getting one. I don't know. I don't want one. Ellis Preston was kind of like, he was a really special dog. He was my kid, and yeah, I don't really see myself needing another dog, at least. I know I say that now, and everybody's like, oh, just wait, you're gonna get over it. I don't know. I'm different. I'm not like that, but we'll see. Sorry, I swear this phone's gonna die. Probably is. So I think that's all the life update I have. Maybe if you have any questions about what I've been doing in the last 2.5 years, that would give me a little something to expand on, but that's kind of the general synopsis. I'm 29 now. That's wild. Yeah, I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next video.